Alright, y'all. We are in our final game of the Wheat Tourney, and our final tourney of the year, and the final qualifier for the RoC Elite. And the top four have been set. This is the final, and all of these four are going to make our RoC Elite cohort. This is their first time. This is their first time making a top four, so congrats to everyone here. Everyone here 100% deserves it. We obviously saw red and green take their victories in the semis. Black and blue here have they had a first round bye because they performed so well that they took the top two seeds. And not only that, right? They both had 2 wins. So Joey Donuts and Hunter X-Men, they both had 3 wins out of 4. But Black had 2 11-point dubs, which is crazy because this is just like pure domination, right? And Hunter obviously is a fellow director and has been with us since the beginning, and has been absolutely pivotal in everything we've done, right? So to see him finally get to this point is super exciting, like super well deserved. Luck had not been going his way for a while this year, so to see him finally make it, get on this hot streak, is absolutely amazing. Same thing for Joey, same thing for Smurfy, and obviously same thing for Ishika. Like very happy and proud of all 4 competitors here, and we're gonna see who takes it home right now. Who can win their first tourney? Will it be first placement here is red? Red is in an interesting spot at first placement. I think maybe I'll go for the 9-5-10 off the top of my head. This is a terrible terrible ore board, so it's gonna be really rough, but should be interesting, right? I think it'll be a game where trading will be necessary, ports will be necessary, because with low ore, people can't city or dev card that easily. So it'll be a slow game to finish, and not even that fast of a start, because we only have this 8 brick in this corner, and the other brick is pretty bad. So there's not going to be a lot of like compatible production, right? We have a lot of wood, but not a lot of brick, like comparatively, right, in the right places. But here, red just goes for the double wood spot. It's kind of interesting. I think I would have pointed right. Could go to this wood port here. Could go down to this wheat port, potentially. I think in general it's always good to point towards the port rather than away, especially on your first settlement, because more likely than not, like someone could place here, 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 and just like block you off completely, right? So you don't want to waste the roads that are so valuable at the beginning of the game. In green, for green here, second placement, I think this is just a great spot in general. You're going to be asking for ore brick, but this doesn't even have that much ore brick. No one's going to have ore brick. It's fine, you know. You capitalize on really good production spots. You have the optionality of going here, but instead opting for the little bit of ore here instead of the little bit of wood, which I can respect, right? I think green here is confident about their ability to get on a strong spot here, 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 and if none of those work out, then just go for some high value brick, wood spots or something. There's some options here for sure. But blue finally going for this spot here, I think it makes a lot of sense. Pointing down, pointing to the right, I think that's fine. I do imagine someone will definitely place there because like a free road, right? And pretty good production. But maybe this is not too bad either. This is not a terrible spot, but I imagine someone could place here or here. And then it would be a race potentially. I don't know. I mean, there's like a lot of options here, right? So we're gonna see how things end up. It should be interesting. A lot of options for people. Black here has 2 settlements to place. I imagine this is one of them. I imagine this is like the other. because then you get access to all the resources. You have pretty even production across the board, and you can't really complain too much, right? So we're gonna, I think, stick with that. And yeah, definitely going for this spot, and I think he might go for this spot just because it's better wheat. I can point to this 3-for-1. I think that makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. And if he gets to that 3-for-1, then he's in pretty good shape, can have a dev card set up pretty nicely set up for himself. We'll see. Blue here is looking for ore and brick. So this is a great spot. I think they will go there. This road will be kind of a waste, but I imagine you could actually point to the left and just threaten a cutoff, right? Just so that black isn't able to connect their roads potentially in the long term, right? Because one of these players is going to take longest road. It will likely be the one that connects their two segments, right? That's usually how these Forest games work. The others just cannot, right? So they have a significant disadvantage, right? Because if the road game does come into play, but the people who have those extra segments that they connect smoothly will be in much better shape. Now here, placing here and pointing to the right, it makes sense, but I'm not sure I see a future. Like, what are you trying to do? Go here? Maybe go here. Maybe going for the wood port. So seeing that red is pointing left opens the door for a backdoor wood port. Maybe you get lucky with a dev card. Maybe you get road builder. Maybe a bunch of 11 rolls. So we'll see. So here, green taking the obvious free road makes sense. I think I would definitely point here and go for this 3-for-1. I think they think they're getting this 3-for-1 already, so it makes sense. But I don't know what they're going for here. Maybe this, but yeah, maybe this, because they're going for this wheat port potentially, and they would want the extra wheat spot, I guess. But this would be a last priority for me. I think if I was green, I would try to go here, but I think red here will probably go here, if I had to say. They could go for this spot to take the sheep. I could definitely see it, but I just think that the wheat is so nice for production, and red can probably build to this wheat port. See, it would have been nice for red to point to the right here, because they could just go to the wheat port and the wood port directly. Now they have to go around, which is okay. They probably want to get the sheep spot, so I imagine they go here. Yeah, point to the left. Okay. I think I would have pointed down. I think here there's not much to do unless you want to head there, but there's no point. I think I would just point down, take the 3-for-1 port, get some extra ore production. You'll be fine, you know. But okay, pointing left. So the robber immediately goes to that 10 wood. I think I would have preferred to go here. But that's fine. Oh, this was red placing it, so red doesn't want to place it. Oh, yeah, makes sense. Okay. So you want to limit the road building, right? Obviously, so that's the idea. Okay, Joey Donuts building a road. So now realizing that this road is maybe a mistake, yeah, which makes sense. And now building here, cutting their losses, maybe trying something like that. I don't know. This is a really tough spot for Joey, even because they're so just boxed in by everyone. I think blue is in a little bit of trouble in the early game here. I think everyone else looks really good though. Yeah, everyone has access to all the resources pretty much, except for red. Red doesn't have access to sheep, but everyone else has access to all the resources. So I think everyone's looking pretty healthy, actually. Pretty healthy. I guess it was a balanced board after all. In terms of the resources were able to be scattered at least, right? So there's like balanced distribution in that sense. But in terms of the actual resources, right, there's just not as much brick or ore on this board as you would like. So they're going to have to work for their cities. Probably the first city wins. Could be one of those games. Okay. So blue is just able to like build roads super quickly here. So that's really good. But can't do much with that brick port. We'll want to probably go up to that 3-for-1. Needs to get there though. Needs to get there. And back on the 10 wood and stealing from green. Building a road. So building road the other way. So yeah, probably realizing that maybe pointing inwards was a mistake because yeah, it's just like so blocked off. You're not going to get any of these spots usually because the production is just too high and total will take them. Green here building another road. Everyone getting so much wheat and ore somehow, and the first city is immediately built. So Hunter builds the first city, so that's huge because that's a super early city. Everyone just got like amazing rolls in the past few rotations, so people are able to city. I guess people are getting there. We got blue with 6 cards, looking to do something. Trying to trade. It'll be interesting to see if they can get anything through, and red will accept this, and that trade does happen. So 2-for-1. What are they going to use this for? Probably to settle, I imagine. Settling doesn't help too much. Oh, building a city. Jesus. Okay, so yeah, people just have so much city stuff. So yeah, second city. People are able to city on this board of all boards, which is kind of crazy. But okay, I mean, this will be a faster game than I initially thought if people are able to city that quickly to begin with. Red again moving the robber, discarding 4 cards, moving it to the 5 sheep. That's a fair play. Just hinders production. No one has ports, so 4-for-1s are going to be useful. And that only happens if you get a lot of resources with cities, so it makes sense. But Hunter just getting 2 wheat at a time, looking good. 12. Hunter buys a dev card, getting just so much wheat. Those 6s are incredible. 8 cards for Hunter already, and red with 11 cards hasn't built a settlement yet. So falling behind for sure. Red and green are falling behind for sure. And blue is very active with the trades, trying to make something happen. Just super respectable, right? Just trying to fight, stay in it. I think they're at a bit of a disadvantage positionally. I do think if red is somehow able to settle here and here, they'll be in really good shape. But obviously black is a threat. Just that city is so huge, right? Like, how do you get that city? And black here goes for just the wheat play, which is perfectly good at this point, because it's not going to be as useful now to get this road production as people are building roads. This wheat production will hurt them a lot, for sure. Black also able to build a settlement. And red answers with a settlement. So now red on the board, green is lagging behind. So we'll see if they can catch up. Only built 1 road so far. That's a bit slow. That's a bit slow. Slower than you'd like. And green here with an 8. And blue with a 10. So yeah, we're gonna see that. I mean, it's gonna be a tight race. I think. I do think that these 2 dev cards are interesting, but not like convincing. I don't think that they're VPs. If they are, it's kind of bad for blue for green. So let's hope it's not. But it's still too early to call. But I would say that. Even though, blue just got a settlement down, so they're at 4 as well. But I do think that just this dev card setup is really nice for for black, and of course, if if red can potentially go to, and I think there was a strange trade that just happened, but if red can just go to this wheat board, then I think they're in really good shape. But and if blue can connect, then they're in really good shape. But this will be really tough. They have to like make this happen in one move. If black connects, they're in really good shape. Red could go for road, but it's kind of inefficient, so I don't really know. So I think the road battle will be between black and blue. And it depends on who gets this spot, basically. So black has the advantage, I guess? Hard to say. But sitting again in another city, like people are just sitting like crazy here. So now that people have ports, it's a lot easier to city. So the cities are coming quick because they know that there's very few opportunities to city with low ore. So immediately when you get that opportunity, you don't want to buy dev cards. You want a city because who knows when the next time you'll get that ore is. Those 3 ore at a time, right? Usually you'll port for the last ore or something like that. So very, very valuable stuff. It's great to have 2 cities. I think next city for blue would be here. Next city for black, I guess, would be there, but not a great city. Next city for green is probably here. Next city for red is probably here. So everyone's has some decent spots for sure. I think black here could consider connecting, honestly. This is looking like very, very dangerous. Connecting here would be nice because then you get to pretty much take the lead for longest road. But keep in mind here, red has built 2 rows this way, has finally settled here, and is looking very, very dangerous now all of a sudden. They connect twice. If they build 2 rows and connect, they have 7 rows, and that is going to take the lead. They can then like go up here and like take the extra wood. They have a lot of options. And I think green here is looking like they're falling out of it. The 2 dev cards I think could be VPs. If they are, then it's really, really brutal and unlucky because you want your you want your dev cards early to be action cards, not just VPs, passive VPs, right? Because VPs just put a target on your back because everyone realizes that they're VPs by the end, and you want to have picked them up late when people aren't expecting them necessarily, right? So we got a 4-4-5-5, but black and green have 2 dev cards. So I imagine black is winning here. Oh, and blue just bought 2 dev cards. So everyone has 2 dev cards. Black is going to use a knight, steal from red. And everyone's going to get wheat and ore. Those 4s are just lovely for everyone. 6 hits, more wheat, so many resources for black. Wow. And 16 resources for black. It's crazy. 21. This is nuts. If he doesn't 7 out, then he's looking really good. Moving the robber. Gonna steal. So 20 cards, 22 cards though. So avoids the 7 and has to be able to do something here. 3 for 1 fort. We're cooked. Yeah, blue starting to realize. I imagine actually this would be okay. So sitting, I imagine this would be a good time to actually connect those roads actually and just like lock it down. I don't know what the plan would be after that, but I think you just dev card, try to take largest army, take longest road, and you're at 6 already. You can do it, I think. Buying 2 dev cards and using road builder. So yeah, so okay, so taking control, so not even connecting necessarily, but knowing that taking these 2 spots, make sure that blue can never do it. These 2 are the most important spots. So using that turn very efficiently, sitting and road builder, it's great. I love it. We'll see what Hunter is able to do next turn. Certainly could have another knight in hand and take home largest army and longest road and get to 10 and win. That is an easy, perfect win condition, and it's possible no one can stop them now. It's a huge, huge turn for them. Ten cards in red's hand. Red has a chance here, but I think black with that turn kind of sealed the deal, where it might be just a little bit too much to overcome. The only hope here is if people are able to communicate to green to feed two roads to them. I think that would be the best way to put black at bay, right? I think that actually is the move, and people obviously do have the road building materials. They need to feed that to green, but will they be able to communicate that? I'm not so sure. Okay, and placing, so this like really harms red and black, because especially for black, this is their major source of wheat production, and for red, like they always have the wheat port. They don't have a city, so it's not a huge deal, but this definitely hurts. And black identifying that red is the strongest threat, probably correctly, I think. Definitely has the best long term. Once they city there, or maybe city there, they have like really good spots to city, right? I think it's just a little bit too late. I think just black is like way too strong. If they just build one more road, they get it. But I don't think people have the foresight to take it. And I think here, yeah, it makes sense. So taking longest road, building a settlement is at 8, but should think about. So buying a dev car. So should maybe think about like circling around, right? 2 more roads here for black and they win. Are they going to get there? I'm not sure. I mean, everyone is going to go for them, right? Yeah, 1 more road, 2 more roads, and it's done, I think. I think now maybe red should consider this. But they probably don't have long road builder. Hunter used road builder here. Could have another road builder in hand. Haven't seen another one. It's very possible. But that would be just unfortunate, right? Like he just, for everyone else, like if he just has road builder, it's game over, right? He just builds 2 roads and that's it. So this like turn was just so huge, right? Having 2 road builders would be crazy. But I feel like he didn't connect because he has road builder. Like I think he would be so easy to connect here. And I think he only didn't do it because he has it. Yeah, he does. And yeah. So yeah, he gets road builder and absolutely destroys. So yeah, he got 2 road builders basically. I mean, like there's not much you could do at that point, right? Like if you got 2 road builders, like that's just like brutal for everyone else, because they don't see it coming, right? Like that's the main thing. But amazing plays, right? Like it's crazy. Like an amazing display from everyone. Like everyone really tried. I think black just ran hot for a little bit there, and that happens sometimes, and like that's the game too, right? But absolutely played the best, right? Everyone played, I think, the correct way for the most part. Didn't make too many blunders or anything. Sometimes it just works out that way, right? But Hunter X-Men is your new champ, first time champ. Finally got it done. Happy for him. Long time coming for him as well, and love to see it happen. The 6s fold heavily, right? You see that. It's not a very even distribution, but that's what random dice rolls are, right? That's how the game works. A lot of wood and wheat in this game, and we see the resources obviously Hunter with the most. So, it makes a lot of sense. Happy for Hunter. Congrats, Hunter. And we will see all of those 4 probably in the RoC Elite Tourney. So get ready for next year. We'll see you guys there, and take care, y'all. Have a good Christmas, New Year's, all holidays, and I'll see you guys around. Take care. Peace.